NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the visiting team and these guys defending their home turf. For a spot in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 28-yard line.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Forced out to his right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Rolling from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
From the gun, it gets to Miller. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Looking out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Kick by Trujillo is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
That's a good start to this one, Kate. Not just individually for the kicker to be accurate in his first kick, but to really invigorate this home crowd and to take that lead on the opening drive.
Now Brown on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's a design run. He won't be able to get past the line and very quickly blocked it. And facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's a cherry on top.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
1st down, play action. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Ready up.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC divisional round matchup. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Houston in just a moment.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And they're full steam ahead, but they ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Antlers make it a 9-point advantage. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Brown on to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steamers cut it to a field goal game.
Steamers 7.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here comes Williams on the return. Things going well so far. And he's hauled down. What a wild play as they pull off the double pass.
At their own 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Working on first down. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. Working quickly here.
Brings up second down.
Takes the second down snap. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
And they're going for this. One nabbed by Warren. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. And they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing third and long.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
From the gun on third down. Ooh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side going into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. play, Brock. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running once more with Miller. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Flush down out to his left. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7. So goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Head to 60. Head to go.
2nd down, looking for options. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Antlers get some late points and the lead. Brown now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Antlers push their lead to 3.
17. Steelers 14.
Now Brown on to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All set to go now from the 35. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams off the play fake. And this one is launched downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And that is a touchdown. The Steamers take the lead just before halftime. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Steamers take a 4-point lead.
17.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Airing it out to start this drive. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Going again on 2nd and 10. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing it again here. And that's incomplete. And it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
He's back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who, as our second half gets underway. This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Williams to throw on first. Hits him on the in route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On first down, it's Gibbs. Breaks free in the center of the field. He does it. Touchdown. The Steamers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steamers grow their lead to 8. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it. Not even a little bit.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Miller. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes out to the left. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on third and long. On the move, headed right. He connects downfield.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Gibbs now from the gun. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Steamers lead by 14. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here comes Williams on the return. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hand off here for Miller. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Looking in the air here. He finds Miller, complete. And this gain almost goes all the way for that 1st down. He gets it up to the 26.
The gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Connects on the crosser. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Going now on 1st down. Caught by his back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
At the 47-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Getting out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Go!
Sticking to the air here. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
here's Miller. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Buys time, rolling right. He's got it. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It'll be their football and their playoff future in jeopardy as they trail. Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. Chased out to his right. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Antlers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal. Finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Williams again. Going all the way to the end zone here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Antlers have some new life in the 4th.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Let's go now.
An inside handoff to Miller. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Third and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that will set him up with a fresh set of downs. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Steamers with a 2-score lead. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Antlers take possession of the football. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Finds the in route complete. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
That's good for a 1st down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Maybe a bit of desperation. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 1st and 10 from the 43. They are throwing it again. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Steelers gain possession as he ties the record for interceptions in a career with 81.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the ball. Run it.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. Edwards put in motion left. We're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
We saw undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest.
What is up? Vegas, Vegas!
On play action, here's Williams. They want him again, and he goes down again. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the